Welcome to a chapter a day. The parable for today is The Bowl on the River. In a small mountain temple, a nun named Hana lived. Before she shaved her head and donned her gray robes, she had been a potter. Her hands had shaped hundreds of bowls, some plain, some painted, all made with care. But among them, there was one bowl she loved above all. It was the very first she had crafted as a girl, simple clay, fired unevenly, but precious to her heart. When Hana joined the temple, she brought that old bowl with her. Every morning she filled it with water and placed it in front of the Buddha's image. Years passed, and Hana's devotion deepened. Yet whenever she looked at the bowl, she felt a quiet pull in her chest, an ache she couldn't name. Years passed, and Hana's devotion deepened. Yet whenever she looked at the bowl, she felt a quiet pull in her chest, an ache she couldn't name. One summer morning, the Zen master visited her cell. He noticed the bowl and lifted it gently. "This bowl," he asked, "who does it belong to?" "It is mine," Hana whispered. "I made it." The Zen master nodded. "And who are you?" Hana looked down, her heart beating fast. After a long silence, she said, "No one." "Then why does no one still carry such a burden?" he asked softly. That evening, Hana walked alone to the river. The sky was violet with disk. She set the bowl on the water. For a moment it floated, catching the last light. Then slowly, it filled and sank. Tears blurred her eyes, but she did not look away. When she returned to the temple, her hands felt strangely light. For the first time, she understood that letting go was not losing. It was returning to the freedom she had carried all along. Take a moment to reflect. Sometimes we cling to what we love most without realizing how much it weighs on us. Even something beautiful, a treasured memory, a success, a role, an identity, can become a hidden burden. Hana's story reminds us that letting go is not about rejecting what we have valued. It's about embracing what we have learned. It is about loosening our grip so our hearts can breathe again. Letting go doesn't mean you no longer care. It means you no longer cling. And in that softening, you find a freedom that cannot be broken. Pause today and ask yourself, what am I still carrying that I no longer need to hold so tightly? Who would I be if I placed this burden gently down? What small step could I take to release one old attachment and trust what remains? Here's a real-life scenario. Moving on from an old role or identity. Imagine you have worked for years in a role that defined you, perhaps as a manager, a founder, or a parent whose children are now grown. You take pride in it. You feel safe inside it. Then the time comes to step away. At first, you might feel lost, like Hana standing alone by the river, unsure of who you are without the old title or story. But when you give yourself permission to let go, gently, without self-judgment, you discover that what you loved is not truly gone. The skills, the care, the lessons remain, but the weight of clinging does not. And in that moment, your heart feels light again, ready to meet the next chapter with fresh curiosity, unburdened by what used to be. Buddha says, "One indeed is one's own refuge. How can others be a refuge to one?" With oneself thoroughly tamed, one can attain a refuge, which is so difficult to attain. Exploring the quote, this quote describes the strength that comes from inner self-reliance. It begins with, "One indeed is one's own refuge. How can others be a refuge to one?" No one else can do your inner work. Relying only on others for peace or freedom leads to disappointment. With oneself thoroughly tamed, when the mind is trained to be calm, clear, and steady, it becomes a safe place. One can attain a refuge, which is so difficult to attain. This unshakable refuge is a quiet heart, free from confusion and fear. In simple terms, lasting security is not found outside of oneself. It grows within when you patiently train and care for your own mind.